Good evening, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. So we got another deals, best off-market mobile home deals. That's where they get pitched here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. EST time. So thank you for joining us. Instagram also, welcome, good evening. Reminder, deals being pitched on our call is not through Instagram. So if anybody's interested in pitching deals, you will be part of our Zoom where it gets recorded, also gets posted on our YouTube. So it's a very good way to connect with a lot of investors, buyers, that sort of thing. So the goal is to reach as many people as we can. So going through a few of the notes on here. So we are going to go over a few deals, talk about a few deals that are coming, a lot of opportunities coming also, as always. Well, we've got opportunities. So opportunities are there, are endless. Couple options that we're offering as well for investors. Have to be an investor, can be an end buyer, but we'll talk about this as well. So the first topic I want to cover real quick is the campers. We had a campers, fifth wheels, RVs, and doing extended rentals event about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And since then, campers have been rented. They're on a weekly extended stay. So, the numbers we projected for them, it's what they're doing. They're doing phenomenal, and we expect them to keep on going that way. And we'll learn more as we go. So, more campers are coming also. Now, at that same community, because one of the things that we talked about was, and same with mobile homes, is, the park operators, meaning the owners, the managers, they have to allow you to sublease. Doing extended stay rentals, we're very much a landlord. So we're subleasing and, we have a lease with them. So in a sense, we would be subleasing. So, something that has to be approved. But, if you come through us, part of what we do is build the credibility with a lot of these communities and are able to get you into these communities and start investing that way. So, but at the community that we currently have two of our own campers, there's 3 vacant pads. We're actually traveling up North Georgia on Thursday to look at another camper. Okay. But we got so many other rehabs going on as well. So it's like, we can only do so many deals at one time. So many rehabs, so many flips, so many homes we're moving, so many connections. And for some of you that are new on here, it's not a coaching call, but it's like, how many park operators are you reaching out to make new connections? Every week I want a new connection. Somebody introduce me to somebody else, and that's how we grow. In every connection to us, there's a win-win for any investor that follow us on here and or connected with us, because we can bring you into these communities. Okay. But 3 vacant pads, I don't know if we'll keep the camper that we're going to go see on Thursday, which means that maybe on the spreadsheet that you can also invest in that also. I'll get the spreadsheet out in a minute. But overall, numbers that we are projecting with the campers, it's 400 a month. I'm sorry, 400 a week. So it's an extended stay, 7-day minimum. We're not going to go less than that. If they do a month at a time, we're really not doing anything lower at this time, just because, again, we're just getting started. And I know we really can go up on those numbers. The whole concept of extended stay, and this is some of the research you can do. Some of these motels, hotels, or, that offer this, ask them how much a week is. Some of these hotels are charging 100, 150 a night. So when you think about us charging $400 a week, that's $57 a month, give or take. $57 a day. I keep trying to say month. $57 a day. Much more affordable than somebody living in a hotel, right? Motel, for instance. But 400 a week times 4 weeks is right around 1,600 minus lot rent, which is 400 there, leaves it back to 1,200. And I did a coaching on all these breakdowns, but it's just, one more stream of passive income. That's the way we see it. And I mean, to have these small half size of a mobile home, campers projecting twice or 3 times more than what the mobile homes are doing, it's like, that's just one more avenue. And one more avenue. We're going to keep growing that. Not to mention how easy it is to move a camper. Mobile homes are mobile, but you're talking thousands of dollars to move a mobile home, permits, inspections, etc., that are all needed. Not to mention setups when you bring them into a new community. Whereas campers, we hook up and we go. No permits, no inspections needed, not thousands of dollars. I may just decide to go to Home Depot or Enterprise and rent a truck. I'll move the camper myself. So you see how opportunities, that's what you're doing. But great numbers on those. Like I said, we're going to check a camper out on Thursday. It may go on the spreadsheet, but reach out to us if you already have a camper or interested in. We can definitely connect you with the community and see what we can do for you. The coaching was recorded as well. So if anybody's interested in that, send us an email. We can send you the link to the actual coaching that we did a couple weeks ago. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and pitch deals off the spreadsheet. And then we're going to jump into a couple of the things we're working on as well. So a lot of behind the scenes, some stuff I can't talk about just yet, but we got, I knew I was going to do a lot more speaking at events this year, but some of these events that are lining up, they're very, very good connections. I mean, they're phenomenal connections. And again, I say that because with every connection is that much more inventory, that many more deals. And then, it's a win for y'all. So that's what we're doing. But let me bear with me, guys. I know Instagram, you're on here. So, all right. All right. So the same sheet we're always pitching from. Okay. I'm not going to go deal by deal. I never do on these. If you are interested in this spreadsheet, seeing our inventory, send us an email. We can share it with you. You can take your time and look at every one of these tabs. So, some updates, and it's the need of affordability housing. I cannot say that enough. The need for affordability housing. We picked up a mobile home this morning, and we've done this. We did the same thing with one we rehabbed in Griffin a couple weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago, where we put it on the market in the morning, and by noon it was sold. Okay, that's how much in need of affordability housing there is. Now, that does not mean that everybody has 20, 30,000 cash for you, especially this time of year. Something else I need to learn is that, the hot peak times for investors investing in mobile homes to sell outright for cash is February, March, April-ish, give or take. Okay, because that's income tax season. That's when people are getting money. Now, that's not to say that you cannot get cash moving forward towards the end of the year, but this is the time where people have less money now. So maybe they're expecting you to maybe finance it for them if you can. You can still create a win-win out of that because you can finance with large down payment, maybe cover everything you have in it. And then just obviously for the next months to come, you're going to be collecting every month. Mark up the home, of course, and the profits are there. There's no doubt. And this is one of them. I strongly started thinking about Airbnb as soon as I walked it. Now, I paid a little bit more for this mobile home than I typically do, but I had nothing to do to it at this time. Okay. I mean, it needed a housekeeping done, and that's it. You don't typically find mobile homes that are in this good of condition and ready to go. Not to mention, I had every appliance in it. So again, you kind of see where I started thinking this is a good Airbnb, it's a good market, it's a beautiful community, it's quiet, etc. Everything leaned to that. But I do have a list of buyers, as all of you as investors. The hardest deal you'll ever do is the first one. After that, you're going to have so many contacts, so many connections, so many buyers, so many people know about you. That's what you're trying to do. That's part of the whole branding, marketing, and advertising we talk about. When people think about buying or selling, I want them to think about me. And that happens because I'm branding every day, as all of you should. Anyway, this one here, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, single wide mobile home. It's sold easy for many reasons. The yard is huge. People want a large yard, even if it's in a community. And this one, the way they set the mobile home sideways versus a straight way, it just created a large front yard for them. It is paved coming in. It is nice. I mean, it is not a 55 and above, but you would think that it is just the way it looks. So I'm going to zoom a little bit. And I mean, again, we don't put appliances in these mobile homes, even when we sell them. Most people tend to not care for the ones we put. They have their own. And if they're rentals, when they get evicted, if they get evicted or they move out, a lot of times those appliances come out missing. And mysteriously, nobody knows where they go. Okay, so for reasons, that's what we do, what we do. But anyway, okay. So I mean, again, very nice of a home. I mean, cleanup. That's all that it needed. They had a table in there, had chairs, it had washer, dryer, stove, fridge, microwave. I mean, again, nothing needed but a cleanup. Okay. So we posted it on our spreadsheet, and that's the first thing that we were saying is, why don't we give somebody the opportunity? Maybe they want to buy it. And they can do an Airbnb. Okay, that's something this to definitely check out for something like this. So anyway, the number breakdown. I bought it for 8,000. 8,000 cash, got the title, got the keys. And of course, as I'm driving to another community to meet another investor, I started thinking, a couple of these people have been texting me nonstop. Let me go ahead and interact with them. Typically a rep handles that, but let me go ahead and talk to them. So I reached out to one of them, and immediately they went out and saw the property. And minutes later, they called me back and said, yes, we love it. It's definitely something that we need, and we need to find something quick anyway. So We marked this up too. I had listed it at 23. We ended up closing at $25,000 plus a $500 fee that we typically do on our sales agreement forms. So for 25.5 is what we sold the same investment that we got for $8,000. They put a $5,000 down payment and will pay $800 a month for X amount of months to come. You can see why there's such a need and demand for these affordability housings. I could have kept this as an Airbnb. Might have even done extended stays on these as well. Okay. But again, I'm always thinking about pros and cons. The best time of my use also as a return on my investments. Extended stays are great. They seem like they're going to check out. Airbnbs are great, but you are a landlord on demand, especially with Airbnb. If something breaks on a home that you provide Airbnb, you better have contractors, handyman, your housekeeper ready to go out there and fix whatever the problem may be. So, again, I'm nothing against it. Everything has pros and cons. So, but again, just as I was thinking, it's like, this is the example that we talk about. It's like people say there's no buyers or there's no homes out there now. I mean, we're selling left and right. The deals are there. Okay. Another one we just uploaded. This is Albany, Georgia. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's a little smaller. Lot rent is $300 on this one. So asking $7,500 or best offer. Albany is where we actually currently have Airbnbs as well. So again, opportunities and the deals that we show you on here, reminder is that they are in communities that allow subleasing and welcome investors. So you don't have to worry about whether they'll allow you to come in and invest. Can you sublease it? Can you rent it? Yes, all the above. Okay. Need some work on this one. Roof on one section needs to be resealed. It is metal on metal, so that needs to be fixed. And you can see the damages on there. Again, send us an email, j@garciamhu.com. You can look at the spreadsheet on your own time. We'll send it to you, and you can look at these pictures close. Okay, so that's another opportunity there as well. And then let me see, Albany 6. And we're rehabbing. We are rehabbing mobile homes down there as well. We finished one last week, and it sold in a day. We got this one here that we just put on the market as well. It's a 3-2, same lot rent, $300 a month. We can rent it. I don't mind renting in this area. We'll take $1,000 deposit and $800 monthly. Asking $22,000 cash or best offer with a $3K down payment. We'll finance and bring it down to $750 a month. We put these on here a lot of times for y'all to see as an example because these are the numbers that we're getting in these markets. Can you get a little bit more? Sure. Can you get maybe more for the mobile home overall? Sure. Okay. It's all who obviously what the market allows. I wouldn't say that you can get a whole lot more out of this mobile home just where it's at because that's what the market allows for. Okay. Let me see. All right, I'm not going to go through any more of these. I want to announce a couple things and opportunities that are coming. So I know a lot of you have been asking for North Georgia, asking for Alabama, etc. So I want to talk about some of those here. Let's go back to where you go, Orchard Hill. It's a bittersweet moment. I'm an investor. This is what I do. But I bought this one, and in less than 2 hours, it was sold. It's like I didn't even get to enjoy the fact that it was mine. So that's a good problem. That's a beautiful problem to have. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oxford, Anniston, Alabama. That's west. That's east of Alabama, really right at the line of Georgia, Alabama. It's right on the other side. So we have 7 to around 10 mobile homes coming available there as well. They're all single wides, all going to need some work, of course. And again, subleasing is allowed. Exit strategy, that's up to you, but we'll have those available probably as early as next week. Griffin, Georgia, we have a lot more inventory. That's Central Georgia as well. We're going to have a lot more coming towards the end of at the beginning of May. And we have some opportunities coming for some of you investors who don't want to do rehab. You don't want to deal with contractors. You don't want to do backgrounds on tenants, all that. We're going to have certain mobile homes that already have a tenant that is paying on time each and every month. We have records of, and if you just want to buy an investment in a sense, one that's already creating passive income, you're going to have that opportunity as well. So we have those coming. Athens, Georgia, go Dogs. I don't know why I say that. I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch TV, but go Dogs. That's what Athens, Georgia is known for. Okay, the college there. We have close to 30 mobile homes that are coming available at that area. I mean, they're probably 20 minutes from the college. And I say that because, yes, you can rent to college students. Okay. They have a big hospital. Also, they have people coming in to train. So, it's always finding the need for. I know that there's a need for student housings there. I know that because of this hospital and the coachings they do, the training, the teaching they do, is they're going to have nurses come through there 2, 3 months at a time, perhaps, and they're going to need housing as well. A lot of these nurses are having to stay in hotels and paying, like I just talked about, 100, 150 a night. Whereas if you have a nice mobile home rehab in the area, that's something that they can rent instead, obviously save their money. So around 30 mobile homes, and that's going to be next week. We have a big meeting out there with a couple investors. I believe it's on Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So those deals won't make it into next week's call, but there's something that, again, all of you can start reaching out to me. Don't wait until deals hit the sheet to be like, hey, let me go review it. If I was you, I would be reviewing every day, but I'd be sending emails. Hey, I know you don't have any listings in Athens, Georgia, but that's where I'm located. If anything pops up, put me on your buyers list. You're getting ahead that way. Now, when something hits in Athens, your contact flags and we'll reach out to you. So, opportunities are there for that. 2 events coming up. Okay, one more thing. We now use the system. I've done the coaching training on how to use credit cards to invest in mobile homes. We do it all the time. Yes, we max out credit cards, which I'm sure our ancestors would be cringing right about now. Me sitting here saying we max out credit cards, but we do it quite often, and we do it for a reason. Because if you use your money for the right investments, no brainer, return on my investments. But we've gone one more step above that. So now we have a system where we can actually create you a link and you can actually type in your credit card or your debit card. So if you look at one of our deals in our spreadsheet and say, hey, I want to invest in this one, we can create you a link on the price that we agree upon, and you'll be able to just put your credit card nice and easy on there or break it into payments. We are still offering financing for fixer-uppers, the homes that you see on the spreadsheet, but it has to be to investors. We can't sell fixer-uppers to an end buyer and do payments, financing, and all of that. It's just too much complicated at that point. So, but for an investor, we take a low down payment and we can create small payments towards a few months. You can get your investment up and running, rent it or sold, and let the investment pay for itself. So again, more opportunities for you all. Okay. May 20th. May 20th is the next shadow event. That's the event where you can come out and join me. Come by my side. If you follow our social media, you'll see everything is populating on that. Come by my side. It's a one-day event. We have coaches. We have mentors going to be there. We have contractors going to be there, handyman, park managers, park owners. We have a park owner that's going to come and speak. He is phenomenal. 30 years of experience. So he's going to be at the event speaking also. A lot of you may say, I'm not, so Ken, I'm doing one mobile home at a time or two, but I'm actually interested in investing in an entire park. You'll want to hear his presentation for sure. I will take you step by step in and out of mobile homes in a community and show you things to rehab. Why the rehab? We'll have our contractor there by our side as well, where he can also answer questions as to why certain things need to be done a certain way. I will teach you at this event how to get deals, off-market deals, okay? How to make offers, what the MAO is. The biggest mistake that continues to be is investors overpay for mobile homes. There are as is, fixer-uppers, okay? So I'm going to teach you what the value is of an actual mobile home in its condition based on its market. Okay. Exit strategies. You heard me sitting here talking about, you have rentals, rent to owns, lease options, flips. You can wholesale. You can do Airbnbs, Section 8s, extended stays. We do all these strategies. Well, we have been doing these for years and we're coaching and teaching you because every strategy that you add into your investing is one more stream of income. That's the way that it works. I don't leave one to go to another. Some do better than others, and but it's like we do them all. That's what we're doing. We're going to teach you how to do the closings, the proper due diligence, documents for bill of sales, titles, sales agreements, etc. We're also going to be teaching you how to multiply your deals. Sooner or later you can be doing onesies, twosies. You got to do 10 at a time, 15 at a time. The goal is for you to leave your corporate job or add an abundance of passive income. All right. That's May 20th. Join me. We will put a link. You can go to our site, garcia.mhu.com. It's listed on there as well. And then last but not least, next Saturday, this Saturday coming up, I will be at an event and we're going to do we do the 10 a.m. live call on here on Instagram. And I want to talk about branding. I want to talk about branding, marketing, and advertising. How do you go out into the market and how do you make connections? How do you talk to people? Well, what do you talk about? Certain things that you want to ask. because you never know where your next buyer, your next seller, or your next connection is going to come from. So 10 a.m. Saturday morning, join me. I will be at an event. It'll be interesting. I haven't attended one of these events in a while. Some of you may find a little humor out of it, but we'll be there 10 a.m. Saturday. So, all right, that does it for this evening. Connect with us. If you have any questions, j@garciamhu.com. We'll be happy to answer your questions. And of course, hope to see you Saturday morning. Thank you for watching.